In Bruce Shelley's chapter 24 in The Church in Plain Language, the fifth edition, I'm going to summarize this chapter. It talks about judgment in the process of time. Shelley showcases two revolutionary people, John Wycliffe and John Huss, one an Englishman and zealot, and the latter a Czech who found himself revolutionizing in Bohemia. According to Shelley, Wycliffe was a mysterious individual who suddenly appeared in the scholarly world ready to challenge the papacy. He even dared to call the Pope false and the Antichrist because he appeared to have an appetite for materialistic things and to live a luxurious life. In Wycliffe's eyes, this was hypocritical because Jesus Christ himself, the head of the church, did not have the same delicacies and princely lifestyle as the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. This seemed to have disgusted Wycliffe, and he went on to teach at Oxford what he believed had led to discord of this course. But no threats became more than a threat upon him due to the support in which Wycliffe had. Later, there was a historical event that occurred between two popes who excommunicated one another. And this seemed to be even more fuel for Wycliffe. Known as the Great Schism, Wycliffe used the example of the excommunication as more ammunition and confirmation as to why reformation was necessary, during this time. So no one dared to get involved, though. While reading this chapter, I thought calling the Pope the Antichrist would have caused for Wycliffe's excommunication or worse, but no, that was not the case. The true offense to the church ignited when Wycliffe went against the traditional doctrine of transubstantiation. The Roman Catholic Church believed that the Eucharist, which is represented with the bread and wine, is changed to the literal body and blood of Jesus Christ, while the outward appearance of that same bread and wine remains unchanged. Wycliffe stated that Jesus' body is not literally in the elements of bread and wine, but only as a sacrament, or, in other words, used to signify the remembrance of Jesus giving his body, the bread, and shedding his blood, the wine. This caused him to be driven from the university, but left to live in peace because they knew if they dared to strike against him, they would not win against his supporters. About a decade later, John Huss came along and adopted Wycliffe's writings into his own teachings at university, and many followed him. He was deemed a heretic and burned at the stake for his belief and supporting of Wycliffe's teachings. Known for his heroism for standing on the gospel truth that Jesus himself is Lord and he alone is the head of the church, not any man, regardless of political or social status.